Before this day is over, every mother here will be tested to her absolute limits. And for the smallest among them, keeping pace with the pack is a matter of survival. In a world where the ice is rapidly changing, one mistake may be enough. At the edge of the frozen ocean, morning arrives quietly. But this is truly not one single world. Above the cold ice, life depends on what can be found across it. Below the surface, survival depends on finding a way back to the air. For the youngest animals here, their mothers are still the center of everything. They provide much-needed warmth during these freezing days. They offer strong protection against the harsh Arctic elements. And they teach the lessons that cannot be learned alone. But the massive Arctic environment beneath them is never truly still. Openings in the ice close, and deep underwater currents shift. Even a slight turn of the wind can change what happens next. Some of these creatures will follow the movement of their food. While some of them will simply follow their protective mothers. Others must learn completely new routes they have never traveled before. Across the white ice, beneath it, and far beyond its edge. Four different animal families are now starting their long journeys. For this protective mother, the first critical challenge is very simple. The young cubs must keep up with her at all times. For the cubs, The safest path is the one their mother has already taken. Her footprints are deeper. The snow inside them is firmer. And for now, staying close to her is easy. But the flat ice of the Arctic does not last. Pressure from the ocean has pushed the frozen surface into ridges of broken ice. For an adult bear, these obstacles are small. For short legs still learning this landscape, they are not. Then the wind brings something the mother has been waiting for. A scent carried by the wind whispers of potential food. Somewhere ahead, another animal has passed across the cold, shifting ice. And suddenly, the pace of their journey changes. The stronger polar bear cub can still easily stay close. But its smaller sibling is beginning to spend more energy with every step. The mother cannot know how long this opportunity will last. If there is food ahead, she has to reach it quickly. But the ice has changed since this route was formed. Between her family and whatever potential prey lies ahead. Across their path, the endless ocean has suddenly opened. The polar bear family pauses, and the scent is still there. But between the mother and its source is cold, moving water. With 2 young cubs behind her, some chances are simply too dangerous to take. And so, the polar bear family turns away from the open water. Below the same ice, another young animal is beginning a very different journey. For a seal pup, the world beneath the ice will eventually become home. But first, the young seal pup must learn how to move through it. The mother seal guides her pup, showing it how to turn gracefully. The young pup copies her movements, learning how to follow close behind. And most importantly, the young pup must learn how to find air again. At first, there is only one place that matters to the pup. The familiar opening in the ice represents safety and life-giving air. But now, its mother is taking the young pup much farther away. Beneath the thick Arctic ice, the overhead light can be highly misleading. A bright patch ahead may mean an open water breathing hole. Or it might only indicate a section of thinner, solid ice. In this vast frozen ocean, curiosity is a crucial part of learning. But every few meters beneath this ceiling changes the route back to air. And for the first time, the pup chooses a direction on its own. High above, it sees a glowing patch of bright light. Thinking it has found an opening, it rises eagerly toward it. But this beautiful light does not lead to the surface. Along the coast, another nursery is beginning to wake. But here, safety does not mean being alone. It means staying secure inside the massive protection of the herd. For the young walrus calf, its mother's body is immediate shelter. Inside a chaotic crowd of animals many times its size. As the first adults head for the water, the entire colony begins to shift. And once the walrus herd moves, the walrus calf must move with it. From down here, there are no clear paths. Only the massive, looming bodies of surrounding adults. Heavy flippers are scraping across the wet ice. And brief openings that disappear almost as soon as they form. The safest place for the young one is still beside its mother. So the walrus calf keeps desperately trying to find her. Again, the calf seeks out her familiar touch. And again, pushing forward through the dense crowd. Then, the solid ground beneath their heavy bodies disappears. In the deep water, the walrus calf can move more freely. But so can everyone else in the shifting crowd. And for the first time today, the walrus herd begins to hide walrus mother completely. A young walrus calf knows her by close sight. And by her very distinct, low rumble voice. But inside hundreds of voices, finding one can suddenly become very difficult. The search continues. Patience and keen senses are their only guide now, as they navigate the shifting, dangerous ice. But their persistent hunger has not gone with it. The determined mother keeps moving across the frozen waste. And every single kilometer costs the growing cubs valuable energy. For now, a short rest in the snow is enough. But their mother cannot afford to stop searching for long. two growing cubs depend on whatever she can find. Then, the bitter Arctic wind begins to change once again. This time, the changing breeze carries far more than scent. Somewhere ahead, a seal has been actively using the ice. The mother slows. A hunt on sea ice is often a game of patience. One single sound can betray her presence. One quiet breath rises in the cold air. One tiny opening hidden deep beneath the snow. But the best hunting places can also be the weakest ice. And with the cubs this close, every step matters. The dangerous surface directly beneath her is much thinner here. So, before she can begin her dangerous hunt, but she has to force her vulnerable cubs to step back. She must move them far enough to keep them safe. But close enough that she can still see them. For the first time today, the cubs must wait without her. And their mother must step onto the ice alone. Something alive is moving directly below the fragile ice sheet. Beyond the broken ice, the Arctic feels completely different. A vast, frozen frontier where survival demands constant adaptation. Here, survival depends less on walking across the ice, and much more on keeping pace in the deep. Beneath the surface, keeping pace is a matter of life. For a newborn, every wave presents a relentless challenge. For this calf, the safest place is beside its mother. Tucked closely within her slipstream, it glides through the water. Here, the mother's movement eases the juvenile's journey. Then the pod finds what it has been following. A shimmering silver mass of cold water fish appears. A vital source of energy in the freezing depths. And the entire group begins to rapidly accelerate. The hunt has begun, raising the high-stakes tempo. The dolphins dive into the mass with coordinated speed. Adults can change direction almost instantly in the flow. But the young calf simply cannot match their speed. It struggles to corner as tightly as the others. So it learns another way to save vital energy. It must stay as close to mother as possible. Using her physical wake to drag its small body. The young dolphin must follow the mother's exact rhythm and breathe exactly when she rises to the surface. But the fish are moving quickly toward broken ice. The surface is now a clutter of floating blocks. The open water begins to narrow into tight corridors. Simultaneously, the soundscape is filled with realistic natural. Navigating these paths demands extreme care and focus. The wide channels of before become narrow, icy corridors. The cold currents become stronger, pushing against their bodies. The adult dolphins can still move quickly through here. But now the calf must work harder to hold. Every single breath costs a little bit of distance. And every tight turn demands much more physical energy. The protective mother tries to slow down her pace. But the rest of the pod will not wait. They must keep moving forward with the group's speed. Then, the school of fish changes direction once again. For the first time, the calf falls behind. The separation grows as the mother tries to guide. And ahead of them, the ice becomes more broken. With every meter, the frozen maze becomes denser. The calf struggles to push through the freezing slush. Its mother can slow down to help her young. But the rest of the pod will not wait. The distance between the pair and the group grows. Then, the fast-moving fish change direction yet again. The gap between them widens under the ice shelf. Ahead of it, the ice is becoming more broken. The frozen labyrinth grows denser with every passing meter. A silent cold descends on the vast, broken frontier. The young calf has lost distance from the pod. The Arctic, a realm of constant change and enduring bonds. For a brief moment, the family is together again. But around them, the water is already changing. Beneath the ice, another mother has found her pup. This time, the young pup closely follows. They finally return back to the air. But even the opusings above them are part of moving ice. At the coast, one familiar voice cuts through hundreds of others. An answering call. Stay close, it's safe here. The lost calf has found its mother again. They remain safe for now in the cold. Arar. Ache. Because the platform beneath the herd is beginning to fracture. Farther across the ice, the bear's second hunting chance is still alive. Until the frozen surface beneath her answers back. A single sharp crack is more than enough. The urgent hunt can wait for now. But the vulnerable cubs cannot wait. Across this part of the Arctic, the same forces are beginning to reshape every journey. The freezing wind pushes from above. The deep currents pull from below. Some massive sections of ice collide together. While other vast sections pull apart. A vital breathing route changes completely. A safe resting place disappears forever. And the paths these families followed this morning. The world they rely upon to hunt and breed and survive will soon no longer exist in this changing world. The route from earlier this morning is gone. So the bear follows the new edge of the ice. Then the cold Arctic wind brings another distinct scent. It is definitely not a seal this time. Instead, it is something much larger ahead. Along the coast, hundreds of walruses have been forced onto what remains of the ice. For a hungry bear, that much life is impossible to ignore. But their massive size changes everything for her. An adult walrus can outweigh her several times over. And almost every path into the herd passes between tusks. Still, intense hunger keeps her watching from afar. She only needs to find one single opening. But she cannot take the cubs with her. Inside the herd, another mother has already noticed the change. Her small calf moves deeper among the protective adults. The safest place is no longer near the edge. For both mothers, the young change every decision. The hungry bear searches carefully for another possible route. The massive herd closes it quickly. There is absolutely no sign of panic. There is no fast chase happening here. Only hundreds of kilograms of muscle and tusk standing between her and a meal. And behind both opposing sides of this quiet encounter, the vulnerable young animals are waiting in the cold. The polar bear mother is extremely hungry. But the farther she moves toward the herd, the farther she travels away from her cubs. And now, there is almost no way in. Beneath the frozen Arctic ice, the lesson has completely changed. This morning, the pup only had to remember one single breathing opening. Now, the shifting ice pack offers many deceptive kinds of light. And only some of these bright patterns actually lead to air. A thin crack may glow with a faint and alluring light. Thin ice may glow even brighter, tempting the inexperienced young pup. But an opening has a distinct shape the pup is beginning to recognize. For the second time today, the young pup successfully finds vital air. This time, the pup reaches the surface almost before its mother does. Then comes a much harder test for the young Arctic traveler. The protective mother stays behind, letting the pup navigate the maze alone. And the pup confidently chooses the correct underwater route all by itself. Outside the ice, the same shifting channels guide another oceanic family. Dolphins can change their direction quickly to navigate through shifting channels. But even they must keep carefully reading the constantly moving ice. Deep below the surface, the freezing current is steadily becoming stronger. Every new fracture across the ice ceiling instantly changes the light. And every massive moving block of ice continually changes their route. The pup knows much more than it did early this morning. But now its mother is separated on the other side of the ice. For the first time, there is no adult directly ahead to follow. Only two possible lights filter through the massive ceiling of ice. One light is much brighter, while the other looks like genuine air. And now, the young pup has to make a critical choice. The walruses have closed every easy path. And the bear has two reasons not to force her way through. Her cubs are her only priority. So hunger loses this critical decision. But turning away means something else. This choice demands a longer journey. For the stronger cub, there is still enough energy to follow. For the smaller one, every ridge now takes more. And the day is far from over. At the coast, the walrus herd faces the same problem in another form. There is less stable ice for them. The current is powerful here. So the entire herd must keep moving. Beneath them, one lesson has finally paid off. The young seal pup chose correctly. It found air on its own. But not every young animal is gaining strength today. Some are simply spending what they have left. On the cold ice, one cub is slowing. In the water, one calf is losing position. For adults, a few meters can disappear in seconds. For the young, the same distance can become a barrier. And almost at the exact same moment, two mothers discover that the smallest one is no longer beside them. The polar bear mother notices almost immediately. The smaller polar bear cub has stopped. For a few moments, the journey can wait. But the harsh Arctic weather will not. Out on the water, another mother is searching too. In a herd this crowded, sight is not always enough.
Where are you?
Over here, little one. Keep coming. And this time, the calf hears the right voice. The storm has closed in, the herd is losing cohesion. The mother keeps her calf close, but in this chaos, sight is no longer enough. Now, both of these families are together again. But across the ice, the wind is building. The cold ocean water grows much rougher. Every animal family responds completely differently. The dolphins move toward open water. The seals must stay much closer together. The walruses remain inside the herd. And the bears look for shelter. But now, the horizon is disappearing. The tracks behind them are disappearing too. Keep up, my cub. The storm is worsening.
I'm trying. I'm so tired.
Faster now, don't stop.
Where are you?
In this much blowing snow, a few meters can become invisible. At last, the mother reaches some shelter. The Arctic winter tightens its grip. The mother bear presses on, searching, with only one cub beside her. The smaller polar bear cub is gone. The mother bear turns back into the blinding fury of the storm. She desperately seeks any sign of her lost small cub. The very last tracks of her cub are still visible here. But they are barely readable under the heavy blowing snow. Each heavy gust of wind removes another critical piece of trail. The mother stops completely, attempting to hear any distant sound. Within a few short minutes, there is almost nothing left. The trail of footprints is now entirely erased by the ice. She is left with no choice but to rely on instinct. With the footprints gone, she must search the freezing terrain. So the mother begins reading the contours of the land. She seeks out the natural hollows where snow heavily drifts. She checks the low ridges where windswept snow easily collects. The storm intensifies, but the mother persists, tracking a scent that leads her deeper into the whiteout. She pushes forward alone, miles away from her other offspring. Cub? I hear you, little one. Keep going.
Mama, over here.
Across the icy coast, this harsh storm reaches every family. Deep beneath the sea ice, others seek refuge from violence. But up here on the surface, survival remains uncertain. And for this mother, only one single thing matters now. She must succeed in finding her lost, freezing young cub. Suddenly, she detects a slight change in the snow texture. The snow ahead looks entirely different from the surrounding drift. A distinct scent tells her that she is very close. She has finally located a deep, wind-carved snow hollow. And somewhere deep beneath it, she senses life is waiting. She catches a glimpse of a tiny, struggling white paw. Her lost cub was never actually far away from safety. The small cub simply could not climb the steep drift. Trapped inside, the freezing cub had exhausted all its strength. Without hesitation, the giant mother bear clears away the obstruction, opening a clear, gentle path for her young baby's escape. The small cub successfully climbs out to meet its mother. And this time, the cub stays directly beside her massive leg. Together, they slowly push back through the blinding white storm. As they approach the ridge, the waiting sibling spots them. Back at the temporary shelter, the family is whole again. They gather close together to share warmth against the elements. The freezing Arctic storm has not ended its violent path. But they are safe, huddled deep inside their snow shelter. But for these three, the worst moment of the day has passed. The wind begins to lose its strength. For the first time in hours, the family can stop. The tracks that brought them here are almost gone. But all three of the bears are still together. Along the coast, the herd has endured the same storm. Mother and calf are still side by side. Beneath the frozen ice, daylight slowly returns now. And the seal pup recognizes something it could not read this morning. Air is finally here for the young pup. Farther offshore, the dolphins have reached broader water. The calf is back where it began the day. They are swimming safely right beside the mother now. The families have successfully survived the massive storm. But the place around them did not remain the same. The ice has shifted across the vast frozen bay. The ancient routes have changed for these creatures now. And the Arctic they wake to next will be a different one. By the time the storm begins to clear, the Arctic looks different. But the valuable lessons of this survival day remain. On the ice, staying close can save energy. Beneath the ice, the winter light has become a language. The seal pup is beginning to read it. Not every lesson needs its mother directly ahead. At the coast, safety still comes from staying connected. They move as one body, communicating with one clear voice. Not every lesson needs its mother directly ahead. In open water, the dolphin calf has learned the rhythm of the pod. Four young animals, growing up in four different harsh worlds. Their mothers cannot stop the ice from moving. They cannot stop the wind or make the Arctic safe. They can only teach the young how to live inside it.